So yeah, guess what book we're going to review today? Raavan. Raavan is technically the villain of Ramayana, but not in the eyes of my family, because he technically wasn't really a villain, wasn't really a hero though, because he did some really bad stuff. But the reason behind those things was he was just being desperate. I mean, he just had one of the most miserable lives in this book. Like, whoa, what happened to him like was traumatizing, man. Like, he didn't really have a good life. His father left his mother, and he was considered as a demon because he had these sort of deformities all in his body. And at the time Hindus thought devil. So he didn't really have a good life. If not exactly, Hindus didn't think that Raavan was a devil, but actually a bad soul, like a soul that in its previous life did horrible stuff, and that's why deformities appeared. Like, when a bad bad person dies, that soul goes to the next person. That soul goes to like another life. Like, but that another life is shattered and like scarred with that soul. Like, that soul is scarred. So like it is not very good with if you have deformities, because then you are identified as Nagas, who are fractured people whose souls are evil, like the people considered as evil. It's really complicated. Like, it's sort of discrimination. Like whoa, you don't have to do this. Like, Raavan was a really skilled person and had a really good taste for music. Like, he had a really good life. He also was in love with the goddess, but that's a very big story. And you might be wondering, wait, are those two fingers? Yes, they are. Anyway, before I reveal a little more about this story, I need to show you the cover and the inside of these books, because I've been just ranting. Anyway, so this is the front page. I mean the front cover. This is the back. And then we have the first page. And then we have this page right here, like all the people who like quotes right here, like quotes. And then we have this page, Raavan. This is like in the introduction, like, this is Raavan. Like, this is the book Raavan. If you somehow missed the title right here in the front cover. Anyway, so this is like we actually skipped a few pages, like like in Sita and Ram, like we had a 2-page right here, but nope, we just head straight to Om Namah Shivaya. And then we have, they placed a 2-page right here. Hooray! This is going to be very long once again. And then this is the quotes page, another quote page. Okay, I don't remember this in the other books, but okay. And then, list of important characters and tribes. Once again, this is third page. Right here, a bunch of characters, like a bunch of characters. And then note on narrative structure, like they're going to note on how they're going to narrate the story. And then they're going to, and then this is this is like the plot, like here, right here. Now I forgot to explain what these like lines meant, so I'm going to explain them to you today. Basically, in Ramachandra, in this Ram book right here, Ram is born, and right here Sita is born, and over here Raavan is born. And as you can tell, Raavan is the oldest. Sita is a bit younger, and then Ram is the youngest. there's a connection right here, like Ram and Sita's wedding, and then we look over here. Here, the battle of Kanchapa. This is like the exact same day on Ram's birthday. Like, yeah, I forgot to mention that too, but I'm gonna mention it now. Anyway, Raavan becomes a little bit older, kidnaps Sita, and Ram has officially declared war on Raavan. But that's a different video. This is the War of Lanka. As you can tell, we're gonna review that next video, but not now. We're gonna review on Raavan's backstory, as you can tell. And yeah, this is of course the narrative structure right here. And then we have the acknowledgements. Oh God, this is taking forever. And then we have the next page, which is also acknowledgements. And then finally, we get to the first chapter. Ta-da! So yeah, Raavan, the book Raavan is interesting. Like it's confusing. It's interesting. Like, whoa, okay, just too much drama, too much to get in. Like, okay, let's just go back to the fingers that I pointed out. Now, you might be thinking, who the hell are those fingers belonging to? Like, whose fingers are they? Well, you might be surprised they aren't enemies, and yeah, it's a lot more emotional, and yeah, God, it's not very good. Also, there's a hint of Raavan being related to Sita. Just you don't know. Like if Raavan is related to Sita, you have to read this book to find out, like this book, and then you have to you need to read this book. Like, yeah, it's confusing relationship. Like, oh God. Anyway, yeah, this is the book Raavan, and yeah, good book. Okay, a good book about a guy who has been misunderstood for about 3,400 BC. Yeah, that's a long time. Yeah, oh God, yeah. Raavan is just having a tough life. Like, he's pictured as a villain, but really he's just a normal dude trying to survive. But he just did a few mistakes that ended up costing his life. But hey, in this book, they actually pictured him they pictured him in a better light, like a redemption arc, right in this book. Like, when Ram realizes, I'm not going to tell you anything. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. See you later. If you want to know what happens at the end, as you can tell, there's a fighting between Ram and Raavan. Yeah. But yeah. If you want to see this book, like and subscribe. And yeah. See you later. Hope you enjoyed.